13-9 loss to the Patriots. Amari was targeted only 2 times and failed to bring in either one. This is the first time Amari has been held without a catch since joining the Cowboys last season. So, Skip, how do you explain what happened to Amari yesterday?
I want to be clear about this. Amari Cooper is a good guy. He's a fine young man. He's also the biggest reason they lost this game yesterday. The biggest reason. This was just shameful. I could not have been more disappointed in any Cowboy player than I was in him in any game this year because, remember, this was a classic opportunity to rise and shine in the big stage late-day game, live on Fox, coast to coast, against the most physical shutdown corner in all of pro football. It was a great challenge and a great way to reinforce Pro Football Focus grading you as the #1 receiver in all of football. And Amari Cooper shrank. He basically said no mas in the second quarter and went and took himself out of a whole series and let Tavon play for him, Tavon Austin, and stood on the sideline with his coat on. That's just saying, I give up. You have bullied me basically physically and mentally. And this is why John Gruden gave up on Amari Cooper. John Gruden doesn't want his players playing chess during lunch hour in the locker room. And Amari's a really good chess player. And I got no problem with that, but John Gruden did because that's not the physical, mental makeup that he wanted in a blood and guts football player. And Amari, as we know, is more cerebral finesse. He's a route runner.
Yeah.
He's not
Technician.
He's not a Keyshawn Johnson Memorial, throw me the damn ball, right? That's not how he plays.
No.
But every once in a while, Shannon Sharp had to say, just throw me the damn ball because I don't care. Somebody thinks he's going to lock me down. Well, he's got another think coming because here we go. And in this case, Amari just shrank and quit. So what am I seeing this year? If you put him in climate-controlled Jerry world before, say, 90,000 Cowboy fans reinforcing him with loud love. He is great because he's got 39 catches at home. He's only got 17 on the road. So he's got more than half as few catches on the road. 17 catches on the road. He got taken out of the Jets game because he took himself out. And he said he was hurt. I don't know what it is, but he's been knick-knack hurt. He's got a foot, knee, ankle. He's had all kinds of little things since training camp. But this was your moment. This is where you could have lifted this team on your back and said, I can beat him consistently in single cut. This was single the whole day. I didn't see one time he had any help. Maybe some over-the-top safety a little bit, but I didn't see it.
And again, Dak could have helped too. Because there was Dak moment to show, okay, I'm more than just Amari Cooper. Because right now I can make the case without Amari, he's very, very, very average.
I told you that Amari changed life halfway through the year last year.
I mean, Skip, for me, look, you put Amano and Gilmore won. It's as simple as that. But I still believe that Amari is nicked up. And I've been through this. 1995, Skip, we played the Chargers. They were in San Diego at the time. And they broke my streak out of 60 straight games in which I've caught a pass. I was hurt. And I went out there trying to hobble, and they locked me up. Everybody all in my face, locked me up. I told you trash, yada, yada, yada. You know what I was getting? I said, okay. I said, boy, I forgot about fuming. Broke my streak. I could have had me a streak like a Jerry Rice or maybe a Jason Witten type streak. 100-plus games. But I said, you got to come back to Denver. And guess what? O'Shea wasn't hurt. I dropped the $140 on him.
Okay.
I dropped the $140 on him. But Skip, when you hurt...
Time out. Quick point.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott told the Fox team the day before the game that Amari was playing game fast in practice, like it's the best practices he had all year leading up to this game. I'm not going to give you the hurt excuse.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe you just saying that. There's no way that guy was playing game speed and looked like that in the game. No way. No way, Skip. You know that.
There's a way, and it's called Stephon Gilmore.
Now stop it.
Yep.
So you try to say the man chicken out.
It sure looked like it.
Gilmore punked the man.
He backed down.
No, he didn't.
Yep.
And your guy, what about your guy?
He can be a little soft.
No, what about your guy?
What about
your guy? Didn't deliver either.
Huh?
Your guy did not deliver either. Your guy got outplayed by a guy old enough to be his daddy.
Oh, well, so does just about every quarterback.
I don't know about everybody. We're not talking about them. We're talking about Dak and Tom Brady, old enough to be his dad.
I'm talking about Dak, who was graded by, who was at Pro Football Focus, as best in the league at first read.
Okay, what happened?
What's first read? Covered.
And guess
what are you going to do?
And guess what?
I got to look. And by the way, New England can flat rush the passer. They come from everywhere, including Chase Winovich.
I know.
And he ranks down at the bottom in second and third read. So Coach Belichick says, let's make sure we take away that initial. His initial read normally goes Amari. So we took that away.
Okay,
make him go to Gallup.
If Amari is that guy, you cannot take that away.
I believe.
Can you imagine somebody singling Jerry Rice and saying, "We'll take Jerry"? Nobody did that.
Deion.
Yeah, Deion did.
Oh.
But here's the point. Troy made reference to this game. It was actually the '94 season championship game at Candlestick when Dallas fell behind 21-0, and Troy had no choice but to throw it to 88. Covered head up by Deion. And go look at the numbers for that game. Michael went over 200 yards catching because he was that good. He's that guy. And Deion was that guy too. But boy, you want to talk about mano to mano. It can't be mano to mano if one guy gets zonked. You know, he gets zero.
Well, see, the thing is, Skip, if you're playing with a corner, see, Mari's not physical. See, to beat Stephon Gilmore, you got to be physical. You got to be able to play through contact.
What did Stephon say after the game? I just wanted to put hands on him.
Oh, you got to be able to play through that. See, some guys, the bigger receivers like Michael Irvin, he wanted you to play with contact because he wanted to get close enough to you so he could control you. A lot of guys can't play through contact, and then you're able to shut them down. If you can't play through contact against a physical corner, you got no chance.
I totally agree, and I've told you this before. If I could pick one game that I've covered my career that I would buy a ticket to, it was that championship game because watching Deion and Michael Irvin go head-to-head for 3.5 quarters, it was special. Trust me. This was the opposite of special.
We've tried to hit every angle from this one, and we got to move on to a different game. Tonight, is it an MVP statement?